Deadpool is directed by Tim Miller and it stars Ryan Reynolds in the role of a lifetime, and it is the most unique superhero film to ever hit the theaters. This is a movie that has been in development for at least 5 years. My friend read the script of this thing way back when, and we've been talking about this thing ever since then. He is the biggest Deadpool fan I've ever known. I think maybe in the whole universe. He has literally every comic that has ever come out. He's an actual Deadpool fan, and we've been talking about this thing for at least 5 years now. And we have been so excited for it, and I've had such high expectations. And I saw the trailers, and I was so excited. And I saw all the marketing for this thing, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is going to be so amazing. Please just be good. And my god, does it deliver. This movie is amazing. This movie is the best, easily the best movie of the year, but maybe one of the best superhero films probably since The Dark Knight. I mean, The Dark Knight's my favorite superhero movie, and this might be right there with it. This movie is amazing. It is hilarious. It is action-packed. It has drama. It has love. It has everything that you want in this movie is there. This is a movie that I honestly don't think anyone could not like. This movie is about Ryan Reynolds. He plays Wade Wilson, and he is an ex-mercenary, and he gets cancer. Okay, and this is like in the X-Men universe, so this is like a Marvel movie, but it's in the X-Men universe, right? So like there's like 3 different studios, right? You know, so then you have like Marvel with the Avengers and things, and then you have DC over here with Batman, Superman, and all that good stuff, and then over here you got X-Men, and they had the Fantastic Four, but they want to forget that. So the X-Men, and this is where Deadpool's at. Deadpool's over here in this part of Marvel, because over here is Avengers, over here is X-Men. They're both Marvel in the comics, but in the movie universe, X-Men's over here, Avengers over here. So anyway, Deadpool's over here in the X-Men, and he's in this universe. So he gets put into this X program, right? And what ends up basically happening is he gets Wolverine's healing factor, pretty much. And so he can heal from anything. So some things happen, and he gets set onto this path of revenge, and that's what this movie is. It's a very simple movie and a very small movie. This isn't like the X-Men where it has a huge budget or anything. It has a very low budget, and it's a movie that knows exactly what it's going for. Ryan Reynolds is possibly the biggest Deadpool fan on Earth, and he was born to play this role. He could have an Oscar later for like other movies that he does, and he's a great actor. But this is the role that he was born to play. He is Deadpool. When I think of Ryan Reynolds, I don't think of Ryan Reynolds. I think of Ryan Reynolds / Deadpool. It's the same thing with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. That he's Wolverine to me. And then Tony Stark with Robert Downey Jr. He's in the conversation. And then you got Heath Ledger and the Joker. He's at that level. But Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, he's the top of the list now. No one else is as much of their role as Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He is Deadpool. He is amazing in this movie. He's so funny and just so perfect for this role. This movie, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm like going crazy over this thing because I can't explain how much I loved it. It is so... the thing is, I had such high expectations for it. And when you go into a movie with such high expectations, you're going to be disappointed. And that's what almost always happens with most movies is, you know, even if it's good, you're disappointed because you were expecting so much. This movie went through the roof of things I expected. It was even more amazing than I possibly thought it ever could have been. And that is 100% due to Ryan Reynolds as this character. He nails it. He is the perfect Deadpool, the only Deadpool. I can't imagine anyone ever playing this role, ever. He is perfect in this role. The writing is spot on. It is the best writing in a movie I've seen since I don't know when. It knows exactly what the movie is trying to do. It has funny writing. It has clever writing. It has clever jokes. It has smart writing. There are scenes that are so intense. The tone shifts at one point because it's a funny comedy and it's a superhero movie and action and it has all that, and then at one point it turns into like a serious horror film. It is like, it's not scary, but it's like horrifying. You're like, you feel like creeped out by like what's happening. And that's due to the script and the directing. The directing in this movie is spot on. He did a great job directing this thing, but I think the real heroes, as the movie would like to call them, are the writers. They knew exactly what this character was, and they wrote a fantastic story around him. Because that's the thing I was going, my apprehension before seeing this movie was that, okay, Ryan Reynolds is going to be perfect. I know it because you can tell through all the marketing how much he loves the character. And from the trailers I saw, okay, the jokes look funny, this looks good, but I was worried about the story because this is a movie that could easily have been okay. It could have been fun. It could have been like a good movie because if the story wasn't very good, it would have been that. It would have been just okay. But the story is better than literally any comic book movie I've ever seen. It is the best storyline of any comic book movie. I'll say that because it seriously is so simple, and that's what is perfect about it because it's so simple and it makes you care about the characters. It's very small, a very tight script, and it makes you care about every single part of the story. There's not one frame that is boring. You are interested every part of the way. It's not always funny. It's not always romantic. It's not always scary. It's not always action packed. But at every point in the movie, it's one of those things. This movie does everything perfect. Literally, I can't think of one thing that I didn't like about this movie. Ryan Reynolds so embodies his character, and not just him. He's fantastic. Let's put him aside for a second. His love interest in this, awesome. You love her. You love their relationship. You care so much about the relationship. That's the thing when I was watching this movie, is this is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but she gets taken away. That's what the revenge is. He's trying to get back to her because she gets taken away by the bad guy, right? And I have never wanted someone to get more revenge ever in a movie since John Wick. Since John Wick's dog got killed, I've never been so wanting of revenge from any movie. I wanted him to get this guy so bad because not only what happened to him, but for taking his girlfriend. And you care so much about the story because that's what this movie does to you. From the very first scene, the opening credits, it sets up this tone and it sets up this picture, and you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to just be in this world for an hour and a half. And that's another thing about this movie. It flies by. It is a short movie, and you're watching, and it's already the end, and you're like, wait, it's already almost over? No, you want it to keep going because it flies by so fast, and you're loving every second of it. This is a movie that you don't have any time to breathe. It really is a fast-paced movie. And it is a beautiful movie too, by the way. Everything about this movie, the cinematography, the writing, the acting, everything is knocked out of the park. It is a movie that if you don't like superhero films, good, go see this movie because it makes fun of superhero movies. It knows what a superhero movie is. It knows it's in a superhero film, right? That's the thing with this character. Deadpool knows that he's a superhero. He knows that people are watching him. And he breaks the fourth wall like Ferris Bueller does. He talks to the screen like The Office. He talks to the screen. And so he knows what he is. If you do like superhero movies, good. Go see Deadpool because it's a superhero movie. One of the best there's ever been. If you don't like superhero movies, or you do like superhero movies, but you just want a funny movie, good. Go see Deadpool. It's hilarious. It is seriously one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Okay, if you don't like comedies, but you like action movies, good. Go see Deadpool. It has all the amazing action. He has crazy sword fights and gunfights, and it's all so cool and amazing looking. If you don't like those kind of movies, if you just like romantic movies, good. Go see Deadpool. It has one of the most romantic stories and like such wonderful characters that you care about, that you want to end up together, that you care about them. You'll love this movie. Everyone will love this movie. It is so awesome. I can't imagine anyone not liking it. If you go to see this movie and you don't like it, come up to me and I'll give you $20. I'll give you $20 if you come up to me and say, hey, I didn't like Deadpool. I'll seriously give you $20. You're gonna have to explain to me what you didn't like about it, but I'll give you $20 because I can't imagine that ever happening. It's like, this movie is just so good. I wish I could find more words to describe it. It is exquisite. It is exhilarating. It's, you know, I don't know. I love this movie. I'm gushing over it. I can't wait to see it 50 more times in the theater. I love this movie so much. It's a 5 out of 5 for this one. It's amazing. I hope it's the best movie of the year, and I hope it's the best movie of the year until hopefully this movie, which I'm going to go see this movie, and I'll have no problem loving that movie as well, hopefully. I hope. I'll have no problem loving that movie because it is so different from a superhero movie than this. This is just so different. Nothing like you've ever seen. It's perfect. I love it so much. I obviously highly, highly recommend it. Please go see Deadpool. If you're on the fence about it, go see Deadpool. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It is so worth the hour and a half you spend in the theater. You will love it. You will be a fan. I can guarantee it. Please go see Deadpool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, you can subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.